And we are live. Welcome everyone to another Apollo Justice Ace Attorney live stream. Let me get everything set here, make sure everything's going. Jen, welcome to the stream, man. What is up with you? How is your Thursday gone? And more importantly, do you have a UFL bet for me? I saw that they got another person out of the Eagles front office. Conveniently saw that right before stream. Alright. Think I'm all good. Think I am all good. Let me mute that. Get that going. Up my audio. There we go. The last time out, if you remember, we got to meet Wocky, the whitest G you will ever meet in your life, and a dude who totally believes the sexy no jutsu is a thing. And then we met Mr. Stickler, who we all hate. Oh, and Mr. Hat appeared. I almost forgot about Mr. Hat. Court is now back in session. Right. We're fine. Fraxium is fine. I'd like to say to the young lady standing next to you, Mr. Justice. Oh, you mean me? Don't you have anything to report? Anything concerning the mysterious phantom in the silk top hat? Ah, right. Him. Don't worry about him. I settled that. Alright. Let me, and okay, now we're good. There we go. Really? Alex Magoo's on his way back soon. Ooh. I mean, that could really help him. Be the perfect storm for an over. I mean, the over is the heavy favorite. Then what do you got? The Panthers money line, Battlehawks money line, Defenders money line. There's Battlehawks and Defenders. Gotcha. We'll go for a good. You know what? I'm gonna put $4 on it. There we go. We'll see if I make some money back today or not. I will say games have been higher scoring than expected, so With a defense screams an over. Not entirely wrong there. Alright. Now that we've taken care of that. You settled that? Yes, it was an out-of-court settlement. Right. Perhaps Fraulein would like us, would have us believe it was nothing more than a passing dream. A fantastic illusion. Now you see it, now you don't. Am I right? He needs... The only thing I imagine with Gavin is like 90s to 2000, like late 90s to mid 2000s Chris Jericho, where all he kept saying was he was the Ayatollah of Iraq and Rolla. That is all I imagine with him. He's that section of Chris Jericho. Is it going to be high scoring or it's going to be 6-3? There's no between. I think he's on to me. I wish he would stop being so cool. He's the king of his world. Let us dispense with these necessities. No, let us dispense with these niceties and get straight to the matter. What are your plans for our gifted witness? Right. The defense would like to request another cross-examination. Because I forgot to ask something. There was no issue with the witness's previous testimony. I will grant your request. However, this court will not permit stalling for time. Understood, Your Honor. Don't forget, Apollo. When he isn't sure about something, he has a habit of fiddling with his book. He's a book fiddler. Gee, man, what's going on, man? You haven't missed shit, so you're good. Outside of, well, you weren't here Monday, so you did miss that. We did stream Monday, so you missed that portion. But you haven't missed anything in today's stream, so there you go. I mean, we've already read this, so I'm not going to worry about it. Oh, fun fact, the other day I learned that Professor Crowler from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX is Goku. I did not realize that. I very much enjoyed the first case. The cases are always pretty good. I will say I enjoy that our witness here is just a kid in the mid-2000s that watches way too much anime and is really into rap music. Not sure I'm qualified to watch testimonies after all. Focus, Apollo. Find his weak spot. Focus. If only it were that easy. My ears hear what he says. My eyes see his expression. Do I have to do something more? What other senses do I have? Fucking Spidey sense. What's this? My bracelet. Kakarot! What's going on? What's going on? My bracelet feels different somehow. I think Daddy was right. You can see it, can't you, Apollo?
You're almost there. Find the weak spot in his testimony.
I know this sounds crazy, but my bracelet is trying to tell me something. I always hate it when my accessories try to tell me something. So, you called immediately after witnessing the murder. The police undoubtedly have a record of the call. Why not check with them?
Wait, Apollo. This has to be it.
Wait, you mean his habit? The only time he even had the book open was here. Which means this is the place to look for his habit. I don't know how I know, but I know.
Know what?
It's my bracelet. It's different, somehow. I can feel it reacting to something about the witness.
Your bracelet?
I'm not sure I get this focus stuff we're talking about, Trucy, but I have a feeling that trusting my bracelet is the way to go. Remember, guys, don't trust your head, don't trust your gut, trust your accessories. Okay, just need to touch my bracelet with triangle as it reacts to the testimony. Sharingan! What's going on? I can see the witness's face, his expression so clearly. It's filling my mind. I can see nothing else, hear nothing else.
Apollo?
Trucy, what's happening to me? This is what I
meant by focusing.
Focusing?
In this state, you can see everything, Apollo. Everything the witness does.
I don't want to see everything he does. That's great, but this is kind of freaking me out.
Just look for Mr. Stickler's twitch. His habit. You remember it, right?
Sure. When he says something he's not sure of, he fiddles with a page of his book.
You got it. Right now, you're looking at the witness's face. And your eyes are sort of bugging out.
I'll bet they are.
First, move your focus of attention down to Mr. Stickler's hand.
His hand?
You know what to look for now, but you have to be looking at the right place.
She's right. I can only see his face like this. Time to try changing my viewpoint.
Oh. Perfect. Now you're really ready.
Ready? For what?
Ready to perceive the truth behind the twitch.
Perceive?
Try listening to the witness talk as you focus. Then watch for his habit.
Right. You mean when he fiddles with the page?
That's right. That's your signal to look closer. To perceive with triangle. Find his weak spot and I guarantee we'll be able to give him the royal flush.
That was a fantastic AIW tag team. Spoken like a true pokerhead's daughter.
I'm a magician, thank you very much.
So I have to pay attention to his words and his fingers.
Don't worry, if you miss it, you can always try again.
Right. Look out, nervous twitch. Here comes justice. I saw it just now.
I can see it.
Mr. Justice, do you have something to say? All this banging on desks. It's quite bad for my circulation, you know.
Mr. Stickler, allow me to ask you a simple question. Why did you fiddle with the page of your book just now? The very moment you mentioned your cell phone.
What are you talking about?
I'm curious now about this cell phone of yours. Mind if I ask a few questions? What to ask, what to ask? Ask for his number. Ask to see the phone. Ask the model of the phone. I feel like eventually we're gonna have to ask all those questions, more than likely. But for now, I want to see the phone. Mr. Stickler, please show me your cell phone.
Why, whatever for?
Show me, and you'll find out.
Well, I can't. I don't have it, you see.
You don't have it. Mr. Stickler. Is this your cell phone? I imagine he just does the whole "is this your card" gag, and Trucy gets pissed off at it.
You? Where did you get that?
That's the phone from yesterday. How strange, Mr. Stickler. Can you explain why your cell phone is sitting here in my hand at this very moment?
Wait a minute. What is the meaning of this?
This cell phone was found yesterday in the Maractus Clinic garage.
The Maractus? Why, that's where the victim lived. That's impossible.
Mr. Stickler, you lied to the court, didn't you? If your cell phone is here, how could you have called the police? I don't know how to weuk.
It's true. I didn't have my cell phone that night. That is why it can be said that I called the police from a public payphone.
A payphone? So you didn't call on your cell phone after all. He was at a payphone trying to call home all of the change he'd spent on you. Just where was this payphone located, Mr. Stickler?
Well, it indicated with a startling high degree of accuracy. It was right around here.
That's quite a ways from the park. But why did you lie? There can be only one reason. He didn't want the court to know he had lost his cell phone. Because it was found in the victim's garage.
What are you saying?
Mr. Stickler, you broke into the Maractus Clinic garage on the night of the murder. This cell phone tells all.
But that's ridiculous. That makes it sound like I snuck into this fellow's garage to commit some crime. As though I were trying to kill him.
Well, Dr. Maractus was killed that night.
Well, yes, but no. This line of reasoning has to be against the rules. Yes, it's true. I lost my cell phone.
But you can't prove that I lost it that night. Well, Mr. Justice, if that cell phone was dropped the night of the murder, it does raise considerable suspicions as to a connection with the crime. Now's your chance, Apollo. Connect Mr. Stickler to the crime. Oh, he's already connected enough. I just have to prove it. Well, do I have a piece of evidence that can do the job? Can I prove the cell phone was dropped on the night of the murder? I mean, the only other evidence I have to really go along with is the mirror, but... So, I'll show some evidence. Yeah, I saw that, I saw that post. I believe it was Kansas City that posted it. I saw that. And what was it? 36 days, I believe, how long it would take. Of course I have evidence. Oh, I like your swagger, Air Forehead. Hit it! The court will see this evidence, Mr. Justice. Hit it, as they say. The evidence that proves the cell phone was dropped on the night of the murder is... It's the only thing I've got that kind of connects, and the music didn't stop, so... I actually don't know what the evidence is. 62 days, okay. That's a side view mirror? As it so happens, Dr. Maractus's car was in an accident that took place the night of the murder. An accident? An accident. We doing the Meisner exercise? Just saying the same word over and over until it means nothing? Never, if you're going to do that with somebody, never use the word Jaguar. Never. I did it in college, and it was the funniest fucking shit. We had a hard time doing it. It happened a little after 9 p.m., just outside People Park, our murder scene. Dr. Maractus's car hit a pedestrian. What are you trying to say? From the absence of a mirror, it's clear that the car was parked after the accident, which means it was parked there after 9 p.m. on the night of the murder. If your cell phone had been dropped before the car was parked in that garage, then it would have been crushed. After all, it was lying on the ground right under the wheel. Ergo, Mr. Stickler, the only time you could have dropped this in that garage was after 9 p.m. the night of the murder in the park. Mr. Stickler, you know what this means. You did break into the victim's garage that night. This is most unexpected, Mr. Justice. Are you naming the witness as a suspect in the murder of Pal Maractus? No, stop. This is too much. This can't be happening. Prosecutor, say something. I suppose it is worth saying this. No connection has been found between Wesley Stickler and Paul Maractus. Or Pal Maractus. That is, other than this. I believe our next testimony will be most revelatory. Revelatory. I don't know. That's a word. Is the witness prepared?
Yes, Your Honor.
I know that face. That's the face of guilt. That Trucy's zoned in. That night, yes, I went to the supermarket. I must have dropped my cell phone on my way back. And when I was walking through the park, I happened to witness the crime. I saw the killer, the victim, the stand. All as clear as day. It was him. I saw the defendant at the scene. Yes, but your cell phone was lying in a garage. Ah, yes, well, as you can see, my model cell phone has a defect. It is given to rolling. It's quite a pain when I drop it along the road, you know. What the fuck does he mean it's got a defect in rolling? Yeah, I saw they cut Patrick Murtaugh because they signed a new tight end. Looks like a normal cell phone to me. In any case, Mr. Justice, the cross-examination, please. That's funny. My bracelet didn't react at all during that testimony.
His nervous habit must not be acting up. I didn't sense anything either, actually. Looks like you're on your own this time around.
Right. No problem. I hope. Here comes justice. Okay, stickler. So you went shopping, which means you were holding a grocery bag when you witnessed the murder taking place. Well, yes, of course. Incidentally, the prosecution has received no report of this domestic detail. Mr. Stickler, can you explain yourself? No, I mean, yes, I did go shopping, really. I walked around the supermarket trying out the free samples. Did this man go to fucking Costco? Where the fuck did he go? Was this man buying his shit in bulk? The fuck, man? It's a deeply spiritual time for me. I'm sure the store clerks would disagree.
Do you think sampling free food counts as a religion?
What do you guys think? Do you think it counts as a religion? Man. Alright. I mean, anything can be a religion. True. True. In any case, that night, I sampled to my heart's content and was on my way back home, yes. That's when you passed in front of the Maractus Clinic. Why, yes, that's correct.
That was a pretty suspicious pause there.
Mr. Stickler, do you think you could be a bit more specific? Please show us the exact route you took on the night of the murder. Of course. The supermarket is here along the main road. My way home from here takes me past the Maractus Clinic. This is probably when I dropped my cell phone. Yet, woe is I. I walked on, unaware of my loss. And walked right into that fateful park. Okay. Which entrance did you enter the park from? Well, to be exact, one might say that I went in from the entrance closest to the Maractus Clinic. The same entrance our victim used. Did you notice anything when you entered? Wheel marks from a noodle stand, for instance? I have no recollection of such a thing, no. Yet though I might have missed the tracks, I could not miss what happened next. I'm a keen observer. The obvious, you might say. This part of the testimony is the key. I know it. Should I press him about the killer, the victim, or the noodle stand? Interesting. Let's go the victim. You can see the victim quite clearly, too. Oh, clear as clear can be, I assure you. I see. So, how do you look? How? How do you mean? How? Be specific. I mean in general. The defense will refrain from straining to come up with questions. Find the question that lies in your heart and ask it. Yes, Your Honor. Great. A judge who moonlights as a self-help guru. I want to know about the noodle stand. Do you happen to remember the noodle stand? Quite well, yes. For a student of the sciences, keen observation and healthy curiosity are vital. I remember everything. Or as some would say, I remember everything. Fanfic writer, self-help guru, judge of court cases, he can do it all. He is a judge of many, many talents. He also gets very little sleep, apparently, as we found out last time out. I believe it said, noodle. Yes, that was it. For remembering something quite well, it sure took you a while to tell us. Sleep isn't necessary. Well, sleep is apparently for the weak, and this judge is not weak. We know that. Thank you for telling us that a noodle stand sells noodles. Very enlightening. Well, Mr. Justice? What about that sign? Could that be important? I think it could be, because it means he's seeing it from a different direction. So the sign on the noodle stand said noodle? It appears the defense has just obtained a vital piece of testimony. Is that noodle stand's broth really that delicious? I'll have to go sample the wares one of these days. I think that's worth adding to the testimony as well. Whatever sort of noodles that stand sells, it can't match up to IVU's cafeteria. Some apply to the school merely for a taste of our smart noodles. I wouldn't mind a taste of that myself. Alright, I do want to just see what he says about
the victim. Because I think I've got what I need now. But, who knows? Oh. Something going on up in your noodle, Air Forehead? If my gut feeling here is right, I just stumbled across a major contradiction. Okay, so yeah, it was just the noodles. Damn. So the sign said noodle. You're absolutely sure? Let me be frank. Yes. In fact, the word unsure isn't even in my dictionary, nor the word uncertain, or... He was wasting time looking that stuff up.
Noodle, eh? I like that. It tells you what you're getting. No nonsense.
Tells me a lot more than that, actually.
Why are you smiling like that, Apollo?
And you're absolutely sure the sign read noodle. Why, just last week my professor offered me this phrase. At least you have good eyesight, Stickler. I'll give you that. It's read, without a doubt, noodle. I see. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Is that pity I see in your eyes? Let's take a look at your map, shall we? So, you're claiming that when you saw the sign, you were standing here, was it? Although it would have been a bit hard to read the sign from this spot. You think so? And to carefully read what the sign says? See? This sign actually states the name of the stand's owner. Eldunes. Inconceivable! I'm certain it was definitely noodle, for sure, positive.
I'm afraid your professor was wrong about your eyesight.
I wouldn't be so quick to jump to that conclusion. The sign he saw changes everything. The witness says the sign said noodle. He saw it right, he just saw it from the opposite. I saw that too before stream, Jaren. I saw that he was contemplating the UFO, and if that had happened, that would have been fucking crazy, man. That would have been fucking crazy for the UFO. That would have done a lot of numbers. And his dad's not entirely wrong. They still have yet to have a 4,000-yard passer. So, yeah, no. And what would you say if I told you that there is one spot from which the sign would be read the way Mr. Stickler claims? What?
Mr. Justice, show us this spot.
The witness actually viewed the stand from this location. I assumed it's over here. The witness was standing here, on the opposite side.
How do you know that?
When viewed from the south, the sign on the stand reads Eldunes, as we know. However, observe the other side of the stand.
Oh, this side says noodle.
Exactly. The name of the stand is split between the front and back signs. Mr. Stickler, you lied to the court. You witnessed the crime from the northern side of the park, not the south.
You got me.
So what? You just made the list. So what? What does it matter if he saw the killing from the north or the south side? It makes no difference, ass clown, at all. He's right. Travel far enough to the south and you will end up going north. Viewed on a global scale, directions are utterly without meaning. Actually, maybe he's right. What does it change?
It changes everything, Apollo.
Trucy?
Remember his testimony from before. Though to be honest, I'm a little scared of where this is leading. The killer and the victim are facing each other here. Then at the moment the killer raises his weapon, Mr. Stickler shouts, at which point the victim turns his head to look, and the killer fires his pistol. That's why the bullet hit him in the right temple. No contradictions, right?
Right, but if Mr. Stickler was standing on the north side of the park, that reverses the whole scenario.
Completely. If Mr. Stickler shouts from where he is now, and the victim looks in his direction,
I like that they did a whole animation for this.
the bullet would have hit his left temple. In other words, someone standing at point K couldn't shoot the victim in his right temple. It's impossible.
That's right.
So now that we know that Mr. Stickler was standing on the northern side, the wound location takes an entirely different meaning.
Indeed, you are absolutely correct, Fraulein.
What meaning?
The entry wound was on the right side of the victim's head, correct? Well, the right side of the victim's head is north.
North. Ah! But that's where the witness, Wesley Stickler, was standing.
Correct. So if he was standing to the north, then the only person here who could have shot the victim in the right temple was Mr. Stickler himself.
Trucy over here just becoming her father in court right now.
Order! Order! Order!
Wow. The apple
The apple didn't fall far from the tree. She's flipped this whole case on its head while I was still figuring it out. Addison, you're trying to get me killed, man. And you know what? I would pull the Floyd Mayweather way of fighting. Just hug for 10 rounds. Just hug and move away to tire him out. That's the way Floyd wins. Welcome to the stream, man. How have you been doing today?
Clarify 1 point for me, if you would, Herr Fraulein.
Still mad years later he won that match with Pacquiao with hug tactics. He wins every match with hug tactics. Like, that's what he does. That's his style of fighting. I mean, if you can't read Green Eggs and Ham, you know, I guess you gotta figure out some way to fight.
What now? Are you truly accusing this college student? He's under the learning tree of murder.
Sometimes you just need to give bro a hug for 10 rounds. That's a little sus right there. Well, I can't say he exactly looks innocent, but something still doesn't feel right. I just can't picture him as the real killer. No, please, looks aside. I'm really a nice guy. He's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. You don't trust nice guys. All my friends say so. Let's hear what the defense has to say. What are you going to do now, Justice? Should I really accuse Mr. Stickler? Here's my thing. I don't think he killed him. I do think he stole his car. I do think we can accuse him of Grand Theft Auto. I don't think Wesley Stickler is a killer, but he's not innocent either. His unusual silence tells me that much. Mr. Stickler, you seem unusually quiet. Tell me why, now. The word confession isn't in my dictionary. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Air forehead. I'm afraid it falls to you to elucidate Herr Stickler's silence. Elucidate. There we go. Mr. Justice, you did say you were accusing the witness just now for a crime other than murder. Your reason. The court's all ears. Yeah. No, he's guilty of something, but what crime other than murder is there? Do I have evidence that shows his involvement in some other crime? Your evidence. The court's all eyes, Mr. Justice. Show us evidence that points to the witness's involvement in a crime. I didn't think about that. I was gonna go with the car, but wait, he came in from the north side? Yeah, no, I totally think this dude's the panty thief. This dude has been on the panty raids. The evidence is this. What? Is that women's underwear?
Hey, those are mine.
Don't look at me like that! Order! 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 Mr. Stickler! Well, I can't say this comes as a shock. It's not what it seems. By Pythagorean's theorem. I can't. Oh, it was Pythagorilla? That's even better. Oh man, that's good shit. Yeah, by Pythagorilla's theorem, I swear it. Oh, that's good shit right there. So Pythagoras doesn't exist in this universe, it's Pythagorilla. On the night of the murder, just past 9 p.m., a young girl catches a panty snatcher red-handed. Barely she gives chase, but the snatcher flees and hides himself in no other place than the Maractus Clinic garage. Aha! Incidentally, these panties were found in the exhaust pipe of the car there. Presumably, he was trying to hide the evidence of his crime. Ergo, while you may not be a murderer, you are guilty of a panty raid in the first degree. Please, hear me out. It's not what it looks like. Order! 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 Mr. Stickler, you should be ashamed. It's not what it seems. So, are we to understand that you were silent not because you were guilty of murder, but because you lacked the courage to admit your theft of this girl's undergarments? Perhaps you are not aware that my school's name was originally written IV. aka the Roman numeral for 4. I stands for intelligent. V stands for valiant. C. Your point? I'm not done. Now, I'm a major in the science department. And what does science teach if not curiosity? Do not, for the love of God, tell me this man's defense is I was scientifically curious, so I snatched some panties. What the hell kind of defense is that? Who the fuck comes up with that kind of defense? That's what I want to know. Like, what kind of weird-ass defense is that? Yes, we of the IVU Science Department are valiantly curious. No challenge is too daunting, and what greater challenge to science than a mystery? Come on! You're talking about a girl's panties here! No, you do not understand. A mystery is the unknown, and the unknown is unacceptable. And I do not understand women's panties. And my friends, when it comes to mysteries, those panties are the promised land.
Okay, there are two problems I have with this statement. One, he's talking about the panties like, you know, he's gonna do some things with them. Two, he's making a strong point that that, you know, like, it had to be Crucy's panties. She's 15. I want to remind you all that. I think you get where I'm going with this. And I think right now we need to ask Mr. Stickler to take a seat. From the moment I first laid eyes on them, I was compelled to investigate. For science! They blinded me with science! A full-sized car tire was the only first mystery those panties revealed. Tire? Yes, I saw her do it. She pulled a tire out of those panties. But that's not all. First, there was the tire, then a stew pot, and a frozen chicken. One mystery after another. It was magic.
Oh, I remember now. He's one of the regulars in the audience at the Wonder Bar.
Huh?
He's talking about my magic panties chick.
This man just really likes magic. Okay. I see. I just don't understand. A broom? From a pair of panties? It mocks the very laws of physics. A broom? And a frozen chicken? Trucy? Whatever happened to doves and bunny rabbits?
Mr. Stickler, you stole this girl's panties to understand a magic trick.
You say panties, but they are much more than that. For me, they are an object for serious study. I wonder. There's been a recent rash of panty snatchings in the area. Were they all you? I'm sorry. But I did it. For science. Each time I spied a pair of panties, I had to have them. Maybe this would be the pair that would solve the mystery. Even that night as she chased me through the streets, I wept tears of joy. Perhaps this is the night that I will seize the truth of the lies within those panties. Yet woe was I was once again the lace and hunt for truth. Blah, 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 blah.
Still, that leaves one thing unexplained.
Ah, you refer to our witness's other lie, yes? The witness claimed he saw the crime from the south, but was in fact in the north.
Indeed. Would anyone care to explain why he lied about that?
Mr. Stickler, you've got some splaining to do. Man. Alright. Be my guest, Air Forehead. Me? Did I not hear you correctly? Did you not say you do not accuse the witness of murder?
Why then did the witness lie about his location at the time of the shooting? Or have you no idea? Apollo, there's something about the way the diagram is arranged right now. When you think about it, right near where Mr. Stickler was standing, isn't there a...
Well, Mr. Justice, what say you? Do you have any evidence to show why the witness lied about his location?
I don't know if this is the answer, or if it's pointing out he entered from the other side. Like, showing the diagram, showing the map. And I can't say that. The evidence that showed why he lied is this.
What? More panties?
How many panties are you carrying in your pocket, Air Forehead? These are the last. Honest. These were found in a trash can at the park. Looking at the diagram, we can see that the trash can was right next to where the witness stood.
Mr. Stickler, you didn't.
Alas, I'm a failure as a scientist. I can't unravel the mysteries of the universe. I can't even unravel a pair of panties.
So, these panties are your handiwork as well?
That night, I'd been chased, hounded into the Maractus Clinic garage. Weeping in frustration, I was forced to abandon my prize. Don't you see how I felt? Believe me, I'd rather not. I hid in the garage for a short while. Then, abandoning the panties, I made for home. To avoid the office where the girl works, I went towards the south entrance. When I saw them hanging there on a clothesline by a giant mansion, a giant pair of panties. Apparently, he didn't know these bloomers belonged to the mob. I had them safe in my pocket, ready to take home, when I stumbled upon a murder. The murder of Dr. Maractus. I reported what I had seen, but as I awaited for the police to arrive, I got scared. What if they searched me? That's when you disposed of the bloomers. Yes, it was a severe blow to the progress of science, but one that had to be borne.
A fascinating, if disturbing tale. I believe this brings today's proceedings to a close, and I'm more than pleased to dismiss this witness for the remainder of the trial.
One last thing, if I might.
Yes, Prosecutor Gavin.
Regardless of where we ended today, some vital points were made. Namely, that the defendant, Wocky Kitaki, was at the scene of the crime, and he was pointing a weapon at the victim. One more thing. Wocky Kitaki has a clear motive.
Indeed, the defendant Wocky Kitaki is still the prime suspect in this case. The only suspect, in fact, assuming there was no one else on the scene at the time. Yet, a mystery remains. The location of the wound in the victim's right temple has yet to be explained. The court requests further investigation from both the defense and prosecution.
Yeah, baby!
That's one of the positives. He says baby, which means I can do the good Chris Jericho.
Baby!
Or we make him Adam Cole and he goes, baby! No problem.
Very well. That brings the trial for the day to a close. Court is adjourned.
We did it. We made it through day 1. To be continued. I forgot that it was the Right Anything agency. Alright. Yeah. Oh, I didn't see the Ravens schedule release. They apparently use Severance. So that's clever. Alright. What a train wreck that was. I'm glad we made it out of the trial alive.
Really? I had fun.
Of course you did, Trucy.
And Wocky made it through the day too.
Everyone was too obsessed with the panties to bother with the real case.
But it was good publicity. Imagine the crowd at my show tonight. You should come, Polly.
Yeah.
The amazing Mr. Hat will be making an appearance.
Hi, folks. I'll be here all week.
That's about enough of him. I don't remember the voice I used for you.
Hello? Ah! Miss Tiala! Thank you for today. The trial went well.
Oh, right. No problem.
Do you think Wocky will be okay?
Well, he's not guilty. Yet.
Please, you have to help him. We're supposed to get married next month.
Oh! Congratulations! 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 Yeah, way to put the pressure on a guy.
Please, let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Are you sure about marrying into the Kitake family?
I'm fine with it, and I love Wocky with all my heart.
I don't entirely believe you. I don't know why. Maybe it's this. Maybe this is throwing me off. But I don't believe you.
Ah, that's so sweet.
So it doesn't bother you that you'll be married to the mob?
I don't think so. My parents are against it, of course. Say, where did you and Wocky first meet anyway?
That's a good question. Miss Tiala doesn't look like the type to have gangster connections.
Oh, we met at my old job, actually. Ah, office romance.
She's not very forthcoming with information about herself, is she? Did you know... Wrong voice.
Did you know that the boss is trying to get out of the business?
Really? Mr. Kitaki wants to quit being a gangster? What's he gonna do? Open up a deli?
He's trying to transfer his assets into a normal company. He only announced it recently, out of the blue. I hear there's quite a lot of confusion in the ranks.
I wonder if this explains that apron. I can't imagine Wocky going along with that.
He's highly motivated, isn't he?
That's not the word I would have used.
He said, I'll be the next big boss and keep the family alive. I think he's at that age when boys want to make a mark on the world.
That's not the way I would have put it.
His father moves in a lot of circles. He's really focused on profits. The Kitaki family's been making a killing recently.
Again, not the way I would have put it.
But Wocky says it's not about the money. They have the gangster tradition to uphold. Oh, a generation gap. They've even got the ever classic, what about the family business thing going.
Usually it's the father worried about tradition. Alright, what's the boy's operation? What's he trying to do with his shadow clones? Can I ask you a question about Wocky? I understand he was operated on by the victim, Dr. Maractus.
Apparently, yes.
Oh.
Yes, it sounded horrible. Wocky has always been fond of fighting, I'm afraid.
I'm not sure it qualifies as fighting when pistols are involved.
Mr. Gavin was saying his life might be in danger, wasn't he? No, that can't be right. I'm sure he was just trying to scare us. It's scary to think that a surgeon might make a mistake. But it's even scarier when he tries to hide it.
I'd like to know a little more about this operation.
Maybe it's time to pay the Maractus Clinic a visit. I should be getting home now. Wocky's in your hands, Mr. Justice.
Right. Leave it to me.
Apollo, I think you're only making her more nervous.
Sorry. I'm new at this, okay? And for those of us behind the screen, or in front of the screen, really, it's been a while.
Tee, it's all right. I believe in you.
No, she doesn't. No one does. So, okay, let's go to the Hickfield Clinic. Let's check in on Phoenix. Never mind, he's not here. Let's go check in on Eldoon. He's not here. Let's go to the Kitake Mansion, just cuz. Okay. I'm just seeing if there's anybody else to talk about before we go to the clinic. Actually, let me go to the detention center. Hey, here we go.
Looks like Wocky's out for questioning.
I really need to talk to him. Guess we'll come back later. Excuse me. Yes? The other suspect is all through with questioning, sir.
The other? Ah, you mean the panty snatcher.
Wesley Stickler. So they arrested him too? Alright, let's have a little chat with Mr. Stickler. I hope I don't regret this.
He is a valuable witness.
He is a bit precious. I'll give him that. Please keep this brief, if you would. I'm quite busy. I need to finish this paper. It's you! Mr. Stickler. We'd like to have a few words with you. Very well, as long as they're few. Nothing would make me happier, believe me. Mr. Stickler, on the night of the murder, you stole... Wait, I can't help but feel that I'm being misunderstood. Let me crack open some H2O. You panty stealing son of a bitch! Jaren coming in with a bad cop routine. How exactly? Yes, that night I obtained a pair of panties, it's true. However, it was my burning curiosity that drove me to do it, nothing more.
You wanted to know the trick of my panties, right?
You're here too! Oh, great Trucy, teach me!
Huh?
I must know the secret of your panties. Some of the dialogue I read in these games. My very existence hangs in the balance. Please, make me your apprentice.
Apollo, help!
I don't know. I think he'd make a great, lovely assistant.
Don't say that, Apollo.
Could you relate what you saw the night of the murder to us one more time? Why not? Though it hardly differs from the testimony I gave in court. The defendant was there in the park that night. Of this, I'm quite certain. He was pointing a pistol, or something like that, at the victim. That's when I shouted, "Stop, you two! Let's resolve this like gentlemen!" And the next moment, a shot was fired. And this is all true. And this is all true? Really? My panties are gone. My innermost heart revealed. What further reason could I possibly have to lie? I can't think of anything he'd want to hide more than panty snatching. True.
It sounds like Wocky was at the scene of the crime after all.
How I wish it weren't so. Scary thoughts. This man is something. He's a panty thief.
If everything that panty snatcher said was true, it doesn't put Wocky in a very good position, does it?
He's at the scene of the crime, that's pretty clear. There's got to be a different angle on this.
Well, let's get investigating. No time like the present.
So, any leads?
One moment.
Whew. A lot of mucus right in the throat there. Oh.
Shazam! I like Shazam!
Whoa! Evidence keeps flying out of nowhere. Like an RKO.
Ta-da! That's all. Neat, huh?
Yeah. Real neat. Alright. Let's go visit Murat. Oh!
Hey, it's Mr. Eldon! Oh, Mr. Eldon! What's wrong?
So, you found my stand? That's why I'm here. To thank you.
Huh?
But now it's a crime scene, and they won't let me have it back. That's also why I'm here. I got no other place to go. Ah, I see. How can a noodle stand be a crime scene? That's what I don't get, Trucidal. Even in death, he's after my neck, I tell you. Bah! Can't even cook an honest noodle. He?
Even in death? You mean the victim, Dr. Maractus?
I tell you, it's enough to drive a man to make his soup even saltier. Remind me never to eat his noodles when he's in a bad mood. That stand, generations, it served up the very best noodles us Elduns could make. A tradition of noodles and salted broth. It's more than a stand. It's history, I tell you. Watch what you say, or it might become true.
That's a great story, Mr. Eldon. Single stand, passed down from generation to generation.
Of course, to be honest, I didn't plan on doing it.
That's right. You said something about that. About you rebelling against your pops, was it?
Good memory, Trucidal. I was a go-getter back in my day. Until my friend next door butted in. In the end, I was left with nothing but this dusty old stand to earn my fortune. Mr. Eldon, I don't mean to pry, but what exactly did you do before you became a chef? Bah! Let old noodles lie. That's what I say.
starting to get an idea of what he did, anyway. He stole my dreams and left me with nothing but noodles. Now I don't even have that now. Mr. Eldon, if I might ask, what exactly happened between you and the Maractus Clinic? I couldn't help but sense enmity there. Enmity? I hate him. Hated him acting like he smells like roses when he's rolling mud. You know he really thinks his shit don't. He really didn't think his shit don't stink. Then you look around and see the roses really smell like ooh ooh ooh. Yeah. Excuse me? He's the only doctor at that clinic, you know. Or he's the only doctor at that clinic, you know. Pretty impressive, eh? I'll tell you the secret to his success. The mob. You mean the Kitaki family? They've always having one of them turf wars or whatnot. Always an injury or two that needs fixing. Maractus saw a chance for some business, so he started giving the Kitake family a really good deal. A deal? Every fifth operation for free. He stole the idea from my pops. One free bowl of noodles a week, he used to say. Can a doctor just decide to do that? What about the insurance companies? Oh, no doubt it's illegal. But it got him in good with the family. Pretty soon he was getting all the business in town, leaving me here in the dark, up to my neck in soup and noodles. I think I figured out Mr. Eldun's former occupation. Can't hurt to ask, Apollo. Mr. Eldun, or should I say, Dr. Eldun. Figured it out, did ya? That's right. I was a doctor, a surgeon, until the year before last. So, Mr. Maractus was your rival. You like those onions they put in the soup broth? Yeah, kinda. You take a spoon, you drink some broth. Those onions will find their way in there. For people who like them, why, they're just fine. For people who hate them, I hate onions. Hate them. Always sneaking in from the side, getting in the way of a good tasting spoonful. Well, that's what he was, an onion. He got layers. Onion boy. That's what I called him. So, you weren't exactly friends. Ha! Me and Pal Maractus? Ever since preschool, we were getting in each other's face. No matter what I did, sure enough, he'd come following along. Then he'd do it better than me. Just blow right past without so much as a howdy. I see. That's right. I was a surgeon long before he was, you know. Then that no good onion boy comes along.
Well, Trucy, looks like we found ourselves a new suspect.
Don't say that. Thanks to him, I was forced to trade in my scalpel for a ladle. Sorry, pal. Didn't mean to weigh you down with an old man's ramblings.
No, it's fine.
By way of apology, you ever get yourself in a spot of trouble, you drop by.
Huh?
You're investigating Maractus, aren't you?
Yes.
Well, you want to know about a doctor? You ask a doctor. That's all I'm saying. You just think of me if you need something, Trucidal. Right. Thanks, Mr. Eldon.
Guess the time spent listening to him complain wasn't entirely wasted. Okay.
Get crack on that case. Get back my stand. I'm begging you.
Like, I present to him his stand.
That's right, Sonny. When are you bringing my stand home? I'm ready. Can't you see I'm ready?
I guess.
Till that stand is back home, the case is not closed. You hear me?
Think I'll avoid talking about his stand in the future.
Well, we've got to check out this clinic, that's for sure.
Yeah, but what about the guard?
No harm in asking. Excuse me?
Hey, it's you two from yesterday. That's the same officer that was standing out by the park yesterday. Your business is over in the park, isn't it? The clinic's off limits. It's not involved.
But...
What part of off limits do you not understand? Show me proof that the clinic is connected to the incident in the park, or beat it. No harm in asking. No gain either. No point in sticking around here, I guess. Okay. Is there anything more here?
Hey, kitty cat! Here, kitty. It's not coming down.
We do look kind of suspicious, you have to admit.
It's okay, kitty cat. His hair won't hurt you.
It's okay, kitty cat. She won't make you disappear in her hat. Look, it's a folding ladder.
Polly, that's called a step ladder. Come on.
Step ladder? How is that different from a regular ladder then?
It's a much more complex piece of machinery. It's like two ladders stuck together.
So you admit that basically it's a ladder, right?
Wait, huh?
You have to look past the form, at the essence of the thing.
Can we talk about something else?
I don't think there's anything else. Slimy Mirror, this car versus Mr. Right, not quite the match of the century. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna find anything else in here. Alright. Let's see, Phoenix is here? Nope. Oh, here we go. Yipes! She's back! Hey, you two, over here. Us?
Yo, little plum! What's up?
I think all this gangsterese is a negative influence on Trucy. I heard you retrieved my bloomers.
Well, I was...
A man speaks clearly and takes credit when it's due. You caught the thief, didn't you?
Yes. Sorry. I caught him.
You cute when you're nervous, Polly.
I'll deal with you later. But enough about bloomers. What about my son, Wocky?
Wocky? Clearly. Yes, ma'am. This is why I was kind of hoping we could avoid coming back here.
He's really everything you'd expect in a boss's son. I'm going to be a gangster, dude.
Became Hulk Hogan there? I'm gonna be a gangster, dude. And say things I shouldn't, dude. Yeah, Jack. Life does have an appeal for that age. Particularly for boys. What? Don't look at me like that. He was shot in a turf war about a year and a half ago. Or about half a year ago. Yes, we heard the story from Wocky. But he didn't tell you the whole story. You know, even if he had a pistol then, he couldn't have shot anyone.
What?
He acts like he's hard, but he couldn't shoot someone to save his life. I should know. I'm his mom. Her words do have a certain weight to them. Hopefully when this is all taken care of, he and the boss can sort out their differences.
The boss? You mean Wocky's father?
They didn't seem to be on the best terms, did they? It's true. One of our pistols is missing.
So the murder weapon was from this mansion.
Kinda figured, given the difficulty of obtaining a gun these days. None of the rank and file have access. Only the boss, myself, and Wocky could have taken it. I see. I'm sure the cops will come tromping all over the mansion because of this case. Maybe this is a sign that it's time for a change. She doesn't seem too concerned, at least. Yeah, Wocky's fiance. They're getting married next month, correct? I suppose. She's been staying over lately.
You don't look too happy about that, little plum.
How'd you guess? Even I could tell that. Could you tell us more about her? Wocky brought her home one day. Says he wants to tie the knot.
I can see why. She's so pretty.
Oh, she's pretty enough. But, you know... Oh, here we go. Family drama. Nah, it's probably just me being suspicious. Stay in this business too long, and you start to only see darkness in people. Interesting. Okay. You get a nose for it. Our boy Phoenix knows something about that. He's got a song on his iPod that he still uses. Because let's be real, Phoenix totally didn't upgrade. He's got an old iPod Nano that he still uses. I guarantee you of that. Yeah, he's got a song on that iPod that he plays a lot. Reminds him of a day in court. With a certain redhead. A nose for people. A nose for trouble. Wonder what the problem is.
Like a gangster's only version of female intuition.
The boss may act tough, but that boy means the world to him. But Wocky seems... well... It seems like he's against his father's position. It's to be expected. We're in a bit of a transition now. Trying to cut our ties to the shadier side of the street and do more on the up and up. Wocky isn't too enthusiastic about the change, it's true.
But why the change? Is the gangster thing just not paying the bills?
It pays. But we need a lot of money right now. Clean money, that is.
Clean money. You're obviously not in the right business. I could talk to you about a guy. His name's Walter. He'll get you in the right business. He knows about science. I see. Something must be up. He'll see things the way the boss sees them. Someday. Okay. About these. Hey, my bloomers. Thanks for that. I owe you one. I thought you might like them back, so... oh, no. Why don't you keep them as a souvenir? Oh, no. I couldn't, really. Thanks for the offer, but...
I could use those in my magic panties act. I'll pull shivs and other pieces. I'll pull shivs and pieces and godfathers out of them.
So what you're telling me is Trucy is gonna go up on stage with a pair of panties, pull knives out, some Glocks, and Marlon Brando. That's a fucking magic trick right there. That's a fucking magic trick. Great! Now your props are going from bland to dangerous. I probably could talk to her about the gun a bit, but I'm not gonna worry about it right now. Alright. Can't talk to anyone there yet. See, detention center. Sweet. I was hoping to meet with my client. Wocky Kataki's just finished questioning. I'll bring him out.
Great! Finally!
Yo! Sup, my little imposter? You're looking sus, my dude. Yo, it's crime time.
Eek! What did you call me?
Dizum! Or Dizam! It's you! Sorry, G. Thought you were Alita.
My little imposter sure is a strange nickname.
It's a clink thing. You wouldn't understand. You haven't done hard fucking time like me. Me and Dom Mysterio are hanging out. We're like this, bro. They call him Dirty Dom in here. Mainly because of the shit he's done in here. You don't want to know. Did I say imposter? I meant poster. Like poster girl. I hate him. I still hate him.
If you're going to drop part of that, why not drop poster and just call her girl?
Cause she's so much more than that, G. She's like an angel. Like a fallen angel. Like a battle angel. Fucking, I could call her Alita Battle Angel. That'd be fucking sick, dude. So, what can I do for you?
You don't look so chipper today, Wocky.
Worried about your, heart condition, maybe? the Bizoi is still that's a thing.
Man, I ain't trying to hear that. A man fights to protect what's valuable to him. You know what I'm saying? I miss my fallen angel. Hey, you go get a leader for me. You're my lawyer, aren't you?
Lawyer, not gopher. So, I hear you're going to be married next month.
Straight up. We poured the nuptial 40 out on that. We poured the nuptial 40 out on the stoop. Alita! Oh, Snapple Cakes! She's so fine!
I hate that they spelled it like that. You know how many times I legitimately heard people say the word fine? In high school, that was a thing. I hate it. I hate that so much. He is so much. He's one step away. You get him listening to some Asking Alexandria, and he starts turning scene immediately. Immediately. If you change his music taste, he will immediately take that next step into being a scene kid. He totally will. God. Oh, he actually said fine. I think he's smitten with her in his own weird way.
I was wondering, how did you two meet? I asked Tiala, but she was very vague. Huh? Well, man, if she wouldn't tell you, I best hold my tongue. You feel me? What? Man, what's past is past. She knows that. When I'm with Alita, I feel like there's things worth protecting out there. You feel me? And my Alita, she's down with that all the way.
So both of them are mum about their past. Interesting. Now made it a law. If I have a daughter, I'll beat the shit out of her. I'll beat the shit out of anyone I hear call her fine. If somebody ever says the word fine, I'm legitimately going to wonder what the fuck's happening to society. Like, I get it. I get it right now. The, 90s and early 2000s are starting to come back. I get it. But, bruh, stop it. Don't make that come back.
Do you think you can tell us what happened with you and Palmeractus? There's something you should know. We Kitakis are having what you might call a feud with the Rivals family. So, about 6 months back, I got into Rivals turf, packing a knife, right? Yeah. And I was all like, yo bro, fuck you. And you were shot? Coldest thing I ever seen. One shot to the heart, and they were too late. They gave love a bad name. But my homies weren't too... One shot to the heart, but my homies weren't too late. They don't give love a bad name. It's a miracle that I lived. It's already considered one of the 7 wonders of the Kitake family. You know that?
So, you were taken to the Maractus Clinic then?
You should have seen their faces when they wheeled me in. You couldn't just let the boss's son die, you know.
I'd hate to have been in that doctor's shoes. Mr. Kitake's scary enough when he's not angry.
But the bullet that hit you, it was never removed?
And it's still threatening his life.
That doctor, he did it on purpose. The rivals paid him off. I'm sure of it. I need to hear more about the night of the murder. That much is clear.
I get into a fucking zone with his voice. I kind of forget who's talking.
Life in the family is a G thing. It's about being a man.
There's two ways. He currently like has a split of where he can go with his life. This man is either going to get really into the manosphere, or he's becoming like scene/emo in the long term. One of the two. I'm assuming it's going to be the scene/emo because he's totally into anime, and that kind of goes with it because AMVs, but he could choose to go the manosphere route, and no one wants that.
You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I'm not up on my G things. I'm not even sure what a G thing is. My old man, he's gotten soft. He's gotten so soft he spells it S-A-W-F-T. Soft. He says the old rival gang days are over. He just wants to make money. Isn't that a good thing? Man, there ain't no soul in making money. Better live fast and die young, for shizzle.
Game didn't even have to tell me that Apollo was gonna sigh.
Wait till I run the yard. Then everyone will know what time it is. That's right. OG time, all the time. Represent. Apollo, why does he keep talking about old guys?
I don't think that's what OG means, Trucy. About these weapons, the pistol and the knife.
They belong to the family. I snuck them out that night.
So the killer, Mr. Stickler, says he saw that night was...
I guess it was me. I was there after all.
Means orange grapefruits. Yeah, totally. Totally means orange grapefruits. Yeah. We're finished.
Yo, Wocky. Do you think you could tell us exactly what happened that night? Heh. You don't beat around the bush, do you? I like your style, shorty.
Okay, good. He said shorty. Fuck. At least he's not talking to me. At least he's not talking to Apollo. He's talking to Trucy. That makes it better. There's a running gag I have with a friend of mine, and that word follows me around just like Apollo does. Fucking if he had said it to Apollo, I would have had to take a picture. Alright. Actually, there's a question I've been wanting to ask you for a while now. That is, did you do it? Did you shoot him?
I don't know. The day of the checkup, when I found out about that bullet by my heart, I borrowed a gun from the family sash. Figured I'd give that doctor a taste of his own bad medicine. Uh-oh. I don't like where this is going. But you were carrying a knife, weren't you? Oh, that? Yeah. Well, never can be too careful, I say. So I'm on my way to the clinic, right? When I run into him in the park, and he's dragging this noodle stand behind him. Wait, you didn't put him up to that? Like, you know, in the movies? If you value your life, you'll bring me the stand. Shorty, you're more whack than I am, and that's saying something.
Okay. I have to take a picture of that line. I kind of have to. Yep, I just kind of have to here for that one. Okay. Alright. As I've stated, this man talks in early 2000s lingo, and this is what you get. I'm both joking and not joking. This is how a lot of people talk in the early 2000s in high school. Early to mid.
But I was serious. The thing is, I don't remember what happened next all too well.
You don't remember?
But the way I see it, if there wasn't anyone else there that night, then I guess it probably was me who did him in. You know what I'm saying?
What the fuck, Wocky?
Yeah, whatever.
Seems preoccupied. Not sure he even looked at my evidence.
Alita, man. Alita.
I want to talk to Phoenix. I need to talk to Phoenix. I need him to go and talk to Wocky for me. Okay, here we go. Well, that happens. Send this photo to somebody.
Yeah.
Look at the crowd over by the park.
Probably people trying to get a glimpse of the crime scene.
But why are those girls screaming? I think I just heard one say, "Oh my God, it's him!"
Wait a minute, do you hear that? Do you hear that? It sound. Why does it sound like? Time out. Time out. Do you guys hear that? I think I hear a very, very muffled sound. Need to see if this plays first. Wait a minute. Do you guys hear that? Do you guys hear that? What the? Oh, wait a minute. What? Oh my God. Oh, oh shit, it's Chris Jericho. Uh
Ah, if it isn't Air Forehead.
Prosecutor Gavin. Are you gonna throw me into the Gavintron 5000? Some fans found me on my way out.
Just my luck. Oh my God. Oh my God. He's so cool.
Thus the screams.
New album just came out, you know?
You hear that song playing? Yeah, that's mine.
Try waving to them. They love it. Oh, he's so cute. They're so excited it doesn't matter who waves to them. See?
This is surreal.
So you were here investigating? And I was on my way home when my hog gave up the ghost.
What the fuck does that mean? Your hog?
My motorcycle won't start. Clogged exhaust pipe. Too bad. It looks like such a nice bike, too. Hard to believe that it could break from just that. It's my fault. I think I was using the wrong oil. It's not that Canadian oil. Cars, motorbikes, they're all the same. Clog the exhaust and they won't run. Ah, machines. Tell me you share my angst, Air Forehead.
I ride a bicycle, actually.
Ah, in any event, I'm off to the shop to get it fixed. The detective in charge of the scene isn't fond of me in any case.
The detective? You mean the one in the lab coat? I'm sorry. I haven't been paying too much attention to the track in the background. But They didn't have to go this hard on his theme, I'm just saying.
Yeah. She's in a foul mood, too. Be gentle. Auf Wiedersehen. Bye-bye. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. There it goes.
There we go. You need the Valley Girl accent for that one. The oh my god needs to be the Valley Girl. And the forecast for the park today, gloomy skies.
Well, nothing to do but head on in. Let's hit the park, Apollo.
Huh. Does something about this scene look different to you? Oh, there's footprints.
The blue tarps are gone. Maybe that's it.
Yeah, I think you're right. Look over there.
The white frock detective from yesterday. She seems to be apologizing reverently to the trash can.
She's under a lot of stress. So she's apologizing a lot, which means she is puking her brains out. The investigation's probably not going so well. Hey, you there. If you're going to talk about someone behind their back, do it more quietly, please. Oh, Detective Sky. Hello.
You seem as gloomy as ever.
This is miserable. Miserable. I just got a new kit, and I can't get the stuff to work. And everyone's all smiles for the glamorous flop. For the glamorous fop.
Glamorous? Does she mean Prosecutor Gavin?
More to the point, doesn't she mean glamorous? You know, Glamorous. It's like first class. He's up in the sky. It's like first class. When he walks, his shiny chains catch the sun and glimmer in my eyes. It's distracting. Speaking of distracting, I guess I just have to accept the fact that I lack talent. Relatable. Sounds like she's trying out some sort of new forensics technique. Detective Sky, you know Mr. Wright, correct?
How do you know my daddy? I want details.
Well, he helped me out a long time ago. You might say he saved me. Wasn't she saying something about getting involved in an incident? I can't stand it when things are vague, especially in a case. I went to study to become a forensic scientist in Europe. You went to Europe, you say? You ever read about this detective over there? Went by a weird-ass name. Herlock or something? Yeah. Dude seems real weird. Seemed pretty good at his job, though. But you're a detective now. Well, I failed the test. But you know, rank and title don't matter. What matters is what's inside your heart.
I've always thought that too.
And my heart is full of science. That's what I bought this kit. That's why I bought this kit through mail order. And I'm going to test it here before the forensics team arrives. Are you sure that's okay? I think that's fucking up evidence. I won't lie, I'm not fond of that man. Those glamorous types always rub me the wrong way.
Glamorous. Right. A prosecutor should be cool, of wit, and furrowed of brow. So, Miles Edgeworth. Less glimmerous and more simmerous. You know? No, actually, I don't. Well, that and what happened 7 years ago. Prosecutor Gavin was the one who stripped Mr. Wright of his attorney's badge. What? Really? He was the one? You mean you didn't know? Oh, you didn't know? I thought you were one of his boys. Why does everyone talk like they're just high schoolers? Yo, I thought you were one of his boys, man. Like, dude. Bruh, how you not know? You guys don't talk? Like, bruh. I thought you was one of his boys, my guy. I'm neither a boy nor one of his. But let's see what she has to say. What exactly happened 7 years ago? I never actually heard the details. Then investigate. It's better you learned it for yourself anyway. We've got to go talk to Phoenix. Do you mind me asking exactly what it is you've been doing? Squatting down on the ground like that. Apollo, why are you watching? Apollo? Oh, you want to know? Do you? Well, I splurged on a new toy. You splurged? You mean it wasn't police issue? What is it? I see a roller and glue. This is a footprint analysis kit. Footprint? It was raining on the night of the murder, which means the footprints were left. Oh, does that have anything to do with those blue types? Right. The ground was muddy, so I had to protect it as it was that night. Ever wanted to know exactly where someone was standing? Like your panty-snatching student witness, for instance? Aha! So with that kid. Right. What? Want to try this stuff out? Huh? Are you sure? I mean, we're sort of on opposing teams here and all. Oh, pshaw. You're friends. And to tell the truth, I'm not so good at doing this. Guess I'm a little clumsy. I could use your help. Oh, I'm good at stuff like this. I used to make magic bunnies out of paper mache. Sorry? Spit? What the fuck can Trucy not do? Like, I don't know if if she is Wright's daughter or not, or if it's some other situation. I don't know. We need explanations here either way. But her genetics, she can do apparently everything. She's a magician. She's really good in court. She can make bunnies out of paper mache. They are multi-talented, those Wrights. It truly is the Wright Anything Agency. Footprint analysis, huh? Well, should I give it a go? Let's try it. Okay, I'll give it a go. That's the spirit. Right, allow me to explain. One moment. She's reading the instructions for her kit. Why does this not fill me with confidence? First, we have to pick the footprint, or in this case, shoe print, we want to analyze. I've taken the liberty of making all of the shoe prints, marking all of the shoe prints in the park. Well, which shoe print should we start with? We're going to verify the defendant's account. Here's the place to start. Shoe prints. Prepare to be examined. Ah, this is so exciting! Right, here goes. First, pour the plaster into the print until it's full. You try it. How am I supposed to do that? Just press X where you want to pour the plaster. Like this.
That doesn't look too hard.
If you run out of plaster in your beaker before you're done, you have to start over.
Hey,
Not bad. You're handier with that than you look.
what's that supposed to mean?
On to the next step. Dry the plaster until it turns white. Right. Just press X to blast it with the dryer.
Why do we have a hairdryer?
There, give it a shot. Looks like it's hardened nicely. Let's take a look. Yes, that's a good one. Next, the ink. Ready for the next step? Use the roller to ink just the shoe print part. Hold on to that roller tight now with the X and roll it up and down. Keep going till you get enough ink on there for a good print.
Hey,
Right, now the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's take our print. Ready? Here goes. Oh! Let's see if we get a match.
okay, this. Yep. That is dead on. Comparison complete.
Match found.
So the shoe prints belong to Wocky Kitaki after all.
He was in the park. He was in the park on the night of the crime.
Nice.
Good timing on that, Eagles.
Wow, I can almost see the science at work.
Welcome to the stream, man. How are you doing?
Don't you love it? Nothing feels better.
She's definitely way more into this than I am.
Just let me know if you want to do some more. I'll be here solving the case. With science.
You know, I hate to say this, Detective Sky. I know a panty-stealing thief that's really into science, too. I feel like you two would hit it off. I think you would blind him with science. Well, that certainly brightened her mood. Poor Mr. Eldoon. His stand's been standing here since this whole thing started.
It almost looks at home here in the park now. I think it should be made into a playhouse for children.
I think its owner would disagree. The tarps that were here yesterday are gone.
Wonder why Detective Sky put them out.
Yeah, the only thing they were covering is the ground.
Oh, you know, I think I see something. A print.
Print? Yup. Alright. I want to get all these prints.
Detective Sky, mind if we give it another go?
Right on. Leave no print unanalyzed, I say.
Okay, let's do this one next.
Okay, looking good. Next to dry the plaster.
Okay.
Yes, that's a good one. Next to ink.
Alright. Okay. So, this should be Stickler. Yep. Okay. We have to figure out this last print, though. Match found! So these shoe prints belong to Wesley Stickler. This confirms his testimony, the final version of it at least.
Now we know where the panty snatcher was standing.
Detective Sky, we got one more print to take.
I believe you're beginning to appreciate the wonder that is forensic science.
Yeah, sure. This is the most basic ass shoe I think I've ever seen. Oh, okay, did count.
Okay, looking good. Next, dry the plaster.
Got it. Alright. They gave you a lot in this kit. Where do you think she bought it from? What website?
Huh, that's a funny shoe print. Is that even a shoe? It is strange. So smooth.
Except for the part with the leaf.
I can say without even looking at this print, doesn't match any print on our list.
Huh. A mystery print.
This print is far too smooth to be from a regular shoe.
It is a shoe print of some kind, though.
It is a shoe print of some kind, though. That's certain. Still, you have to wonder what it's doing here. Right next to Eldon's noodle stand. Does make one wonder. Hey, you.
Yes?
Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? You wouldn't happen to have something in mind? Something that might have left this mystery shoe print?
This mystery shoe print does remind me of something. You know, I think I have our culprit right here. Actually, I don't think I have our culprit right here.
You know what? I'm eating.
Snacks?
snacks. More precisely, whenever I'm in a bad mood, I eat chocolate snackoos.
I had no idea.
Think she means you picked the wrong evidence, Apollo?
I had no idea. Huh. Alright, so we need more evidence before we do anything else. Hey, now we get to talk to Phoenix. Ah, the prodigal attorney returns. Welcome, Apollo. Heard you did well in the trial today. Here to discuss something? I could use a little diversion. What did Detective Sky say? You want to know something, you have to investigate it yourself. Mr. Wright, tell me what happened 7 years ago. How? Please. Hit my finger on the table. I want to know. I want to know. Or I need to know. You certainly didn't waste any time getting to the point. 7 years ago. When my finger came down, I hit the side of the table. Yo. "7 years ago, I was standing in a courtroom on behalf of a client. The case involved the death of a certain magnificent genius. I'd be surprised if you hadn't heard about it. It was all over the news. I remember that. You were up against Prosecutor Gavin, weren't you?" "Yes. He was only 17 years old at the time." Prodigy attorney, anyone? Can't say we haven't heard that one before. 17 years old? That's still high school. Took the bar exam abroad in Europe. They're progressive over there, you know. I was defeated by a 17-year-old newcomer. In my shame, I left the practice forever. That's all. That's all? How can that be all? What do you mean? What about what they were saying on the news about forged evidence? They said you forged evidence and had your attorney's bed stripped from you. Tell me, how does it feel? How does it feel to stand here before Phoenix Wright, the forging attorney himself? How does it feel? I don't want to believe it's true. But what about what happened in my first trial? I don't see you jumping to my defense on this one. Maybe I did forge evidence. Maybe I didn't. Doesn't really matter now, does it? But, I'm not an attorney anymore. That's the only truth you need to know. Mr. Wright. Looks like he doesn't want to talk about the accusations of forgery. For now. I just wanted to see if he'd talk to me about any of this. Ah, So that was what led you to the guilty party. Yes, thanks to you ripping the mirror off the car, I was able to deduce that... Make a good point, Apollo. In fact, it could be said that I'm to thank for finding the criminal. Think what you want, Mr. Wright. Knock yourself out. Alright. Okay. Wait, my hairdo's a little flat. There. Perfect. It's empty. The police must be inside investigating. I don't know what evidence would be the one to, get me out of that situation. Nope. Have I put myself in a corner? Whew. I have it sticking straight into the ground. Remember what Wesley Stickler said in the trial today? Wocky was very likely pointing this at the victim.
Like he wanted to kill him.
Yeah, that's the problem. The trash can sits next to the path here.
And I guess now we know it was Mr. Stickler who hid Little Plum's bloomers here, huh?
That's right, Trucy. And what a web of lies grew from that one little act.
I can still remember that moment. You brandished those bloomers on high and shouted, "Objection!"
Here's what I want you to do, Trucy. Take that memory, gently lock it away deep in your heart, and never speak of it. Whoops.
Ah, a little urban oasis.
Yeah. Barmore missed last season because of blood clots. It's been cleared to play. Well, that's good. That's always a good thing. Huh. Okay, well, we're in that spot. So, to Apollo, attorney, walk through. And we are in day 2 investigation. Oh. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, it's something I wouldn't have thought about unless somebody brought it up.
This trash can. This is where we found the mirror.
Come to think of it, wasn't there something else in here? Something near the bottom. Look at the paint on these. That means these must have ended up in here after Mr. Wright's accident.
Maybe they're connected. Let's pick them up.
There we go. Now we can show some evidence. Also, I might as well look at them myself. The
bottom is covered with paint.
Huh? What's this weird shape here?
Looks like a leaf was stuck to the bottom when the wearer stepped in some yellow paint.
So the outline was left when the leaf was removed. I got paint on my hand.
Apollo! Saw you try to wipe your hand on my cape.
We've got the evidence now. I'm not gonna lie, I entirely forgot about the slippers. So, I would not have remembered that unless somebody brought up the slippers. Well, I think it's these slippers, actually.
Slippers?
What would slippers be doing out here? But look at the bottom. See? It's covered with paint. Except for... See? Right here. Hey, that spot is shaped like a leaf. What if a leaf was stuck on the bottom and came off when the slippers stepped in paint? Makes sense, doesn't it?
Wait, something's written on them.
The Maractus Clinic? Exactly. The victim's clinic.
Wait, that means that someone from the clinic was involved?
It's over here munching. Why is she just standing there eating?
Detective Sky, I have a favor to ask.
What? Can you get us access into the Maractus Clinic?
The police won't let us in. They say the murder and the clinic are not connected. And it's off limits until we prove they are.
I should be able to do something for you.
Yes.
Really? Well, you did my work for me here with the shoe prints. Seems like I should return the favor.
Thank you, Detective Sky.
Here, show this to the police officer on duty. In Prosecutor Gavin's name. Right, Maractus Clinic, here comes justice. Okay. Well, that was simple. Ah, you two again. When, oh, when will you learn? Look at me, however. Look at me however you want. You're not getting in today.
I wouldn't be so sure if I were you. Look at what we have.
What's this? Detective Sky. Yesterday it was Prosecutor Gavin. Today it's Detective Sky. Who are you two? Really? Now he's suspicious again. Well, you got the orders. I gotta let you... Well, you got the orders. I gotta let you in. Have fun.
Thanks, Mr. Officer. Let's hit it, Apollo.
We're going in. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Do you notice something? Right off the bat, do you notice something? Actually, two things right now I'm noticing. One, why are there high heels? Two, and more important, is that just a shit ton of Mr. Eldoon's fucking bowls? Because that brings up a lot of questions. The good old Vine Boom. Good old Vine Boom. Oh shit. Jim Ross announced that he's got colon cancer. That's not fun. It's not fun at all. Alright.
Huh. Kind of an at-home sort of place, isn't it?
This place has a connection to the murder in the park. I'm sure of it.
The police guy out front wasn't so sure.
Beyond it being where the victim lived, it's like the police team's gone home for the day.
There might be some clues lying around. Let's get cracking, Apollo.
Well, first off, I gotta look at this. Right off the bat.
Look at all these balls.
They're from Eldon's Noodles. There's Mr. Salty.
I think we figured something out.
I think we have.
Mr. Eldoon must do takeout.
Not exactly what I was thinking.
All the bowls have been washed clean.
I think we found our first clue, Trucy.
There's a single pair of sandals here.
Wait, but why would there be sandals here? Unless they belong to one of the patients.
Or maybe it's a visitor that's come to see Dr. Maractus.
You'd think they'd use his house entrance instead of the clinic entrance in that case. And if this patient or visitor isn't still here,
why'd they leave without their shoes?
better take a closer look at these just in case. Cute women's sandals.
These must be the slippers for patients at the clinic.
Same as the pair we found, of course.
Look, a single pair is missing from the rack here too. and ours have paint on the bottoms, which means they were taken out of here on the night of the murder.
Right. The paint's from the hit and run after all. But what were a pair of clinic slippers doing in the trash can? What were they doing at the scene of a hit and run? The clinic reception desk. No one's here, of course. Small sign on the counter. Please pay your bill. Remember, we're the ones holding the scalpel. Brutal, but effective. Let's take a look at these sandals.
Hey, Apollo! You think this is...
Huh. This could be a toe print.
Maybe we can get a print off of this. Let's try it out.
Let's do it. That is what I call a big toe print. Hey, it worked! That looks like a big toe, maybe?
But wait, I mean, it's great that we got the print. Is there such a thing as a list of toe prints?
Oh, good point. If there is, Detective Sky didn't give it to us, which means can't match this print.
It seems like a good time to ask a detective's advice.
Yeah, good idea.
Look, this door says doctor's office.
Think this is the victim's private office?
It's not locked. Too bad.
Why too bad?
I like opening locks. It's kind of a hobby of mine.
She can lock pick too? What can't you do, Trucy?
Like those little bike locks? Don't even bother putting them on when I'm around.
That's probably not a hobby you want to tell too many people about.
Apollo? That sound. It came from behind this door.
Someone's in there. Look, let's check it out, Trucy. A break-in. They left through the window.
Wait, Apollo, you're too late to catch them now.
That must be her experience as a panty snatcher chaser talking. Well, we should tell the police.
Let's check the room out first, Apollo. If we call the police now, we'll lose our chance.
You're right. She's better at this than I am.
Well, one thing's for certain. This clinic and our murder case are looking pretty related now.
What the fuck are all these? Whoa! What are those? The wall is covered with beakers.
Eek! Something's moving inside that one. You look, Apollo.
Hey, look yourself. You can't... Oh. It's a goldfish. Between Roman, the Usos, the Tongans, Jacob Fatu, and Solo, they have 24 kids. What the fuck? That's 2, 4, 6, 7 guys. 24. That's a lot of kids. That's a lot of kids between them. Huh. Fatu has 7. Roman has 5. Everyone else has 2 or 3. Okay. Fucking Jacob Fatu's got 7 kids? What the fuck? That's fucking insane, man. Dude's only a year older than me. Not even that. Slightly less than a year older than me. And he's got 7 kids. That's crazy. That is insane. Right.
Wow, there are kind of fish. So many kinds.
Whoever designed this had a sick sense of humor. And we are going to call this one here, mainly because I don't think we'll get through all the evidence and be able to move somewhere else by the time 4 hits. So I think this is a good time to call it. So next week, we finish up the investigation. And I believe we will head into the trial. And the trial is the last portion of this. I do believe. Yeah, the trial's the last portion of this. So we are very close. Very close to the end of this one. And hell, depending, we might finish it next week. And I will say, I've got a thought of who might be the murderer. I have a thought. I'm not going to say who I think it is, but I do have a thought of who the murderer might be. With that, though, that's going to bring us to the end of this one. Jaren, Addisic, G-Men, Eagles, appreciate all you guys for popping in. If you're watching After Fact or just chilling in the chat on either YouTube or Twitch, I appreciate you too. And tomorrow, we'll be back. 8 o'clock Eastern, of course. Or 9 o'clock Eastern, sorry. For the Silver Hardcore Nuzlocke. As we hopefully don't lose any more Pokemon. As we get ready to take on Morty. That is the next step. It's taking on Morty and his fucking ghosts. Yep. With that, though, appreciate you guys, and I will see you. Well, wait a minute. Let me get you some music to go out to. That's just rude not to play some music for you guys to go out to. And let's go. Let's go to this one. That was loud. Sorry. With that, appreciate you guys, and I will see you next time.
So you